Hi guys. Okay, so I'm glad you're here for the Sag reading. Okay. I think on the 15th. I think it's on the 15th is the full moon. All right, in Gemini, in the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, my Saggy babies. Go Sag, go Sag. I love Sag. Sags are the best. When it comes to the fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sag. In my understanding, the Sag is the grandpa, the grandparents. The Leos are the parents, and the Aries are the babies. That's how it is in all the signs, in my opinion. Okay, it doesn't have to be your truth. It's my understanding. Okay, because it's like the matured version of fire. Beginning fire, fixed fire is Leo, and then mutable fire is Sagittarius. That is just how it is for all the other elements as well. Just like, for instance, in the earth signs, which is the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Taurus is, Taurus is the fixed. Is it? Yeah, Taurus is the fixed earth. Virgo is the mutable earth, and Capricorn is the what? The starting earth. All right, so all the signs have their how do you call it, their placements in the energies and what it all means. So with Sag is so mutable that it can morph into adapt to anything, right? Can adapt to any situation. It can adapt to be into all the elements. Okay, very adaptable. For me, when you're adaptable, it means you are more matured, right? What a boring way to start. Yeah, so happy birthday to all my Sagittarius. I mean, I dated a Sag. I know how generous you guys are. You guys are generous to a fault, right? That's another thing. But these are happy-go-lucky people. And everybody wants to be the child of Jupiter. Jupiter is the blessed planet that blesses us all, not only with wealth and abundance, but with knowledge, religion, and just expansion, period, right? So today I'm going to be talking about expressing the houses, and then definitely I'm going to get into what I've been feeling, okay? So the Sag is placed in the ninth house. So we're going to go to the board like I always do, because I feel better when I do that. I remember the last video I did, I saw that I was right. I wrote wrong. I spelled something wrong. Don't do that. Don't make me feel like I don't know what I'm doing at it. Mistakes happen. Okay, so like I always do, I draw the house for you, the basic astrological. This is just the placement of the sun. This is like a pie chart, right? But it's definitely everybody's place in the sun. That's what astrology pretty much is. Your soul's placement. So we know that this is the first Aries, Taurus, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. So Sagittarius is in the ninth house, okay? So we're dealing with the ninth house, Sun in Sag, and Moon in Gemini. Gemini is the third house. So this is their placement in the sun, okay? And this is what we're dealing with. We're going into the winter belt, which is the higher numbers here, okay? But that's not important right now. What was I gonna say? So let's talk about the. Oh, I didn't bring a tissue. I just wanted to show you the placements, because I know most of you know all this information, but for those of my friends that don't know anything about astrology, it helps for you to get visual and see the placement. That's why I do this basic stuff here, for those who want to know what is this, what do you mean astrological chart. That is the placement of the house, okay? You're basically studying the sun, the soul, all around and going in circle here. So the ninth house pretty much is about long distance travel, which is the Sagittarius. Did I spell something wrong? If I did, don't be laughing. I think it's double T. Sagittarius, long distance travel. I need to hold my pencil better. I have better writing than this. Long distance. Long distance travel. It's the house of long distance travel. That's why there's naturally going to be a lot of traveling going on right in Christmas time, because it actually belongs to the energy. They didn't place the Christmas there, the holidays there for no reason. They know that people are liable to travel naturally, intuitively. You would feel like traveling to go see family. Their travel and vacations, right? So that belongs to that house. We also have school involvement in education, higher education, school involvement, and higher education. Ooh, this is the degrees and the college and the PhDs. They all fall higher education. I'm tired of writing. They all fall under the ninth house. Okay, um, publishing books. Also a house for writers. Publishing or anything, any form of publishing. Yeah, publishing books. So a Sag can easily be a writer, right? But I've told you guys that it always works with the energy that is in opposite to it, right? So the opposite energy here is Gemini. The Gemini is the writer. So it makes sense that the Sagittarius will be the publisher, right? I will explain that when I'm done. So I did that with the last season, and I don't want to assume that you watched my last video, so I have to go over it again. What else is here? This is also the house of in-laws. So let's say you are developing your spiritual gifts, and during Sagittarius season, you start having a dream about your in-laws, exposing certain things that your in-laws are doing or telling you things about your in-laws. It starts to make sense to you, right? It all adds up. Relations with foreigners. It's also about relations with foreigners. But through my developments and stuff like that, I know more about this house than what is in this template. Okay, so this is the ninth house, basically. Yeah, I'm writing all messed up. I write better than this, guys. It's the way I'm holding the whole thing. If I really write, it's fancy. Ah, oh gosh, don't let me bother you. So this is basically the main energies there. All right, but I also know more. Sagittarians are clairvoyants. Sagittarians are open-minded. They are action-oriented. Because when you go to tarot, Sagittarians have the wheel of fortune, which actually describes their their blessed planet being the Jupiter influence. Because when you have to also study, how do you call it? The planet Jupiter, to understand what it means to be a Sag, right? Because the planet is influencing that sign. So you also have to know the attributes of Jupiter, which is all about abundance, expansion, which I talked about. Abundance, expansion, higher knowledge, religion, spirituality, all that falls under Sagittarius. Is also about balance and moderation, because of expansion being there and abundance being there. Sagittarians always have to practice moderation in everything that they do. So if you get a Sagittarius that is a drunkard, that person drinks like a fish, like a lot. All right, it's hard for them to manage that, but that's why they are also mutable sign. But they are matured enough to balance it. They tend to be the spiritual teachers, the gurus. Okay, there's so much to the Sagittarius. Expansion, like I said, abundance. What else? Yeah, in tarot, Sagittarius has the Temperance card, like I said, which is all about balance and practicing moderation and solving problems, and all that belongs to Sag. And also the Wheel of Fortune is for Sag in tarot, which is all about when the lucky streak happens. Everybody knows that Jupiter goes through their house like once in a 12 year. So for the luck to come to your house, to whatever sign is in when you were born, it happens once in every 12 years. And people plan very well. They can take full advantage of that planet showing up, in their charts, and really expand and get a lot of abundance, wealth, money, spiritual growth, even learning higher forms of knowledge, going back to school. All that is all connected to the Sag. Okay, like I said, it's a very, like, fun person to be around too. I really like the energies of Sagittarius. I also like the spiritual aspect of Sagittarius. Highly, like, clairvoyant, intelligence, knowledgeable. This person is like a teacher, spiritual teacher. Learns and accumulates a lot of information. All right. Now, when you go to the Gemini, which is in the moon energy that we're really dealing with, we're talking about the third house, and that is about your neighbors. Okay, so they're surrounding the neighbors around you, your neighborhood. Okay, we're talking about close relatives. Uh, we're talking about mail and messages. Okay, it's no coincidence that they have Google. They've made an app with Google called Gemini, because there's, if a Gemini is really in alignment, they know a lot. They are the students of the charts. All right, in all the signs, they have a lot of information. They can read a lot. They can pack a lot of information in their heads. Okay, they are like that. They are the Google. Geminis are walking Google, honestly. And if they tend to be on the negative side, they are powerful gossips because they know all the information. All right, so those are some of the attributes there. So the neighborhoods and stuff like that, that's the third house. But also I know more about Geminis, which is more than this basic template here, which is they are friends, they are like more friend oriented. They like to know what's going on everywhere. That's why the neighborhood is showing there. It's also about short travels, because Sagittarius is the long distance travel, but the Geminis are the short travels. Like going to the store is represented by the third house, stuff like that around the corner. Going grocery shopping, that is all connected to Gemini. Gemini can be a powerful clairaudience spiritually, because you have to hear to write. They are good writers, they are good authors, they are like powerful, like I said, they mental powers, like, so those are the energies here that you're dealing with, those two energies. The writer writes, Sagittarius publishes. All right, you need to travel here, move to a different country to make things happen, to learn new spiritual practices and knowledges, go to school. All that is the belt that we're on. So some of these things are what you're thinking about, or the energies that is coming up during this season, since the Sag season, right? It's about abundance, or you be thinking more of expansion and how you're going to get something to move, how you're going to market your product, stuff like that, because of the Gemini energy there, because it is part of the Gemini. Like I said, I know more information than what I'm telling you, so like I'm bringing it in as I'm talking, even though it's not on this template here. I have to update this template, but I like to look at it because then I will know what else I need to add. So, marketing, sales, all that stuff belongs to Gemini house, which is the full moon that we're entering in. Any form of communication is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is Tehuti, is the god Tehuti. That is thought. Okay, so that's powerful mental energy between these two signs, these two energies that we're dealing with right now on the belts that we're in. Some of you have, so like, definitely it has, those are the energies that we're kind of like experiencing. Sudden information, sudden epiphanies. Like for me, since the Sag season, I found myself like suddenly thinking about when Jupiter was came around to me, like over the 12 years span, what the time Jupiter came. So I found myself like going back and writing down like all the way back to at least 30 years down, and looking at the season when Jupiter came into my life, or was in my, came into my life, period. What was happening? What happened? What blessing did I get? And then suddenly I also got more information, because I never thought about it that way until recently, this Sag season. I realized that any other sign placements that I have, when Jupiter was transiting that sign, okay, in that sign during that year, major things was happening to me too. So I guess what I'm telling you is that I got more information. I grew more that Jupiter is not only blessing me once in 12 years, like I thought. And this just was like an aha, like a growth that happened, like a thought that came into my head, download, okay, that came into my head like during this week. That so I did the whole thing. I was like, wow. So Jupiter, simply because I have, like, for instance, let me explain this to you. Yes, I'm a Leo sun, but I also have Moon, Mercury placement, all the 9 planets. I also have other aspects and all that. So let's say at least I have maybe 8 different signs in my chart, not just Leo. We all talk about sun signs because that's what everybody refers us to and looks at us, and that's what they can describe us as. Is the physical appearance of us, but all the other dimensions, all the other aspects, the way we think, the type of work we do, how money comes, all that is also placements. And they are all in different signs. Some signs are double, but some are all different. So at least you have maybe 6 or 7 or 8 or even a little bit more different signs in your chart. That's why you are a multi-dimensional being and you need to study you. Right? So basically what I'm saying is that I realize that even though Jupiter is not in any of the other signs, even I still get blessed in that sign because Jupiter is in that sign. You understand what I'm saying? So, which means that now I'm more aware that I could be taking advantage of Jupiter in every sign that I have placements in. So that blew my mind. That was the aha moment that I had like this week, and I really enjoyed that. And that is a process that I feel like you're constantly growing, you're constantly getting more information and awareness. As your consciousness grows and you step more into your power, the more information downloads will come down to you, more opening and understanding. That is the beauty of Sagittarius. Like that sudden information coming, dropping. You are a whole computer, you're a whole network, and I just feel like a lot of you experience this too, but maybe the difference between you and me is you don't know that that's what is happening, but you go through that a lot. We all experience it, but now you becoming aware of it will put you in a better place to use it to your advantage and really enjoy these wonderful experiences when spirit is talking to you, when your soul drops gems like ideas into your head. You enjoy it better because you're more in charge. The difference between me and a sleep person or someone that's not spiritually awoken is the awareness, the consciousness, all right, and the development. But what is more fun is when you know something, it feels different, right? When you are aware, when you become suddenly conscious that, wow, I'm super intelligent, that kind of thing, right? Hey, that idea came into my mind. Wow. It's different than when it's happening normal and you think it's a normal process, right? Then you don't even enjoy you. You don't see the wonderful miracles that are happening in your life every single moment. You don't see your superhuman experience because you're not paying attention. Nobody teaches you how to see the difference between your supernatural experience and your physical experience. And that is part of being spiritually awoke and being conscious. Okay? That is part of it. To see your life as it unfolds, rather than to be asleep and walking like a zombie through your life. That's pretty much the difference, literally. Okay, so that's one of the aha moments. And then what else was I even getting? Yeah, I started to like have a overall understanding, and I've been dreaming a lot. My clairvoyance is on cloud 9. I dream almost every day, but I'm talking about clearer dreams, more communication. People telling me what they're supposed to tell me and they are not telling me in my dreams. That is normal for me, but it's heightened now because it's the energy of the communication with the Gemini moon and the Sagittarius. Both I have both in my charts as well. My Neptune is in Sagittarius, which is my spiritual ability, and everything is based in the ninth house. Okay, the way I connect spiritually is through the energies of Sagittarius. So I will travel. I would have to move to a different country, which has happened to me already. I believe in higher education, right? I connect with foreigners. All that is part of my spiritual process, which means foreigners will teach me things. I'll learn a lot even in school when I go to, university and stuff like that. A lot will happen when I go on vacations. Spiritually, I'll learn more. It's like that's what it means when your Neptune is in Sagittarius, which is not just me. People who were born around the year that I was born, most of you, your sign, your Neptune, which is your spiritual planet, is in the sign of Sag. That is how your spiritual process works. Some of you will be heavy into religion, all right, or some of you will become spiritual teachers and all the other stuff that I'm into, yeah. So I'm affected by the Sagittarius season, and the Gemini is also where my Mars is. So my passion, my action, my fighting spirit is all in communication. So are you surprised? Yo, I enjoy talking. I'm one of those girls that watch debates as fun. I just don't watch Nigerian movies and movies. I also watch intellectual debates, religious debates. People talking about ancient Egypt and religion, and I just have fun just watching the words going, down. People slashing people, cursing people out. I don't like that part, but I enjoy the information being exchanged. Debates are fun to watch. All right, so I've been like super hyper on those things, watching that even more than I normally will. But I'm affected by the season because I have them in my placements, and I want you all to understand that you're not just your sun sign, you're not just your moon sign. You have all these placements, and you have all these attributes and different aspects to you. And to me, it's like you alone, you are a walking world on your own. You are a walking star being. You're a walking stardust. You are all the planets. Like there's so much to being a being, to being who you are. And it's like, that fascinates me that we explore that. Sagittarius also is like has made me, during this season, I've been connecting more. I've been doing yoga more. I've been meditating more than usual. So yeah, I've seen that my spirituality is on cloud nine. I've been doing a lot more open eye meditation, which I don't normally do, but suddenly I feel like I should do it more, where I open my eyes and I literally see all the colors on what I used to see when I close my eyes, I see it with my open eyes now. So I'm so excited about it. So I've been like, going through my process, I don't know how you guys are feeling out there, but you just knowing information, things just naturally happening to you. You thinking about some of these things that I was talking about, just naturally being lucky too. Like, getting gifts. It's no coincidence that Sagittarius is in the season of Christmas that they've created, because that's when you are more generous, you are more willing to buy and spend money. So they didn't just place that Christmas there for no reason, because it's the time of giving, expansion, and making money, and joy and optimism. It's all part of Jupiter. It's all part of Sagittarius and the ninth house. Show me a sadistic or a Sagittarius that is not like optimistic. That means that something is wrong with them. They're always looking at things in the brighter side, okay? They are wonderful people to be around if they are really in their high vibration. You can learn a lot from them. They have old soul energy. It's like, it's a cool energy. So that's the kind of energies that I feel like I want to talk about and I'm picking up. Especially talking about the Gemini full moon, like I said, sudden information coming to you, people telling you things. Pay attention to what you're watching, the news. Read. It's a good time to read new information because your mind is open to it. Anything that you have to say to someone is good to say now, because your words will be perfect. You will speak well. You will be eloquent. You'll be more intelligent. It's a good time to publish your book. It's a good time to sit down and write that book if you wanted to write, because your mind is suitable to the energies. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with. Now, how this are going to play out in each and everyone's life is up to you, and how you see how these energies play out. If you don't have any of these signs in your charts, then you will not feel the energies like someone like me that have them in my charts. So that's also something to be noted. But ideally, it's a very beautiful, optimistic season, right? Of Wheel of Fortune, blessings coming to people. Yeah, and it's a mutable sign where you can adapt to anything, right? You can adapt to anything. So what else do I want to say about the full moon coming up? Just being learning to be more open-minded, or you be more even pushed to be open-minded to accept other ways of thinking. So I purposely picked to talk about religion, why I'm not into religion at this season, because it's in the perfect alignment with the energies, and you are more susceptible to listening and absorbing my information more than the other times. So if you understand the way the universe works, you always work with the universe, right? So yeah, that's why I talked about it anyway. So what else do I want to talk about? Play the lottery. You might just get lucky. Gamble a little. Travel, go see relatives, do all these things because it's fun, it's joyful. I'm not gonna do tarot this how do you call it, this season, not for this week, but I will do some sort of predictions for next year for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to post it here or I'm going to put it on my YouTube and then give you guys the links to watch it. It will be done with your life path numbers. So that's what I think I'm going to do. What else do I want to talk about? Yeah, and I'm not going to do a fashion tarot either. I'm going to do it for the winter season though. But that will be in Capricorn season. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little chit chatting with you for this full moon and this whatever is coming with it. Just take advantage of the opportunities. Pretty much, it would have been nice maybe if I looked at some blessings that could be happening for you. If I decide to do that, I'm gonna do a spread and probably post it, but I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that. Okay, I didn't plan on doing it. Yes, but that's about it. My time with you guys and the energies you're going through. And if you're traveling, have fun. What else do I have to say to you? Happy holidays to those of you that celebrate. I always do things for my kids, but me, I could care less. I just be breezing through, cooking, doing whatever. So have fun on the holiday season, okay? And I hope that I see you next month, I guess. If anything else, I'll post it without my face, because trust me, I'm... I don't know, I guess oh gosh, it takes a lot out of me to want to be on camera and to go out. I don't always feel as extroverted like that. But I do my best to see my peoples and to show you guys love and express things to you guys. I hope you're all having a good time though, right? I'll definitely see you all soon. I hope you love my outfit because I love this one. I love it. I thought it was cool. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.